welcome to the channel. So, I have a hat problem. I have too many hats. I like to wear a hat when I play pickleball, and I like to wear a hat when I go fly fishing, and generally when I'm outdoors and it's going to be sunny. I like to keep the sun off top of my head. I'm getting a little thin up there, but I got about 23 hats here on the table, and they take up a lot of space in my closet. And I have a small closet. Lori has more closet space than I do. So I'm always working with a little less storage area for clothing and everything than she does, which is fine. It all works out. But I decided to do something about it. But these hats are also memories. And you buy hats when you go to different places, like here's one from the Lucky Labrador Brewing Company, and I have my work hats, when I worked at Google for several years. Got a Cubs hat for the first time I went to a Cubs game. I lived in Chicago area for a long time, and I didn't go to a Cubs game until I was probably 65 years old. This hat, the Uni hat, this is a memorable hat because when the pandemic hit and we were kind of confined to our home areas, Lori and I purchased a pizza oven, and we started a pizza channel on YouTube called 12th Avenue Cuisine. And Uni, seeing our videos, they started to send us some free stuff. One of them was a hat and some pizza peels and those type of things. And then we'd test out their products and do videos on them. So this is kind of a special hat. Pre-pandemic, I had a photography studio, and this was for some of the marketing, Bill Poplowski Photography, so we had some hats made up and for that. And this is from Vitavu. They are a company in New England area that hand sews products for the fly fishing community. Both Lori and I like to fly fish, so I've got a bunch of fly fishing related hats as well. And then our pickleball more related MLP hats, the standard Adidas hats and everything that are more tennis pickleball focused. But I decided, these hats are taking up a lot of space, and many of them I don't really wear. They just kind of hang in the closet. So, I decided, okay, it's time to get my life a little bit more organized, and not meaning any disrespect to these hats. We'll just kind of go like that. I've replaced those 23, 25 hats, and I probably have more laying around, with this hat here. And this is a Melin A-Game Icon hat. It's a baseball style hat. It's the type of hat that I prefer to wear. I occasionally would wear trucker hats when I was out fly fishing and that, but I decided for this style hat as my first Melin hat. The thing is, this hat costs $69. And I first saw this hat when I was watching Pickleball Studio, and both Chris Olson and Pickleball Will, who are the host and co-host of the Pickleball Studio podcast, had these Melin hats. And I said, wow, I kind of like the shape. They work for me. I like the baseball style. But I kept looking at them, and they were like $69, and I'm saying, wow, how do I justify that? Now, there's some impressive specifications to this hat that I'll go into a little bit here shortly. But I kept looking at the hats that I have there, and not all those hats were free. The majority of them I had to pay something for. And at a minimum, the least expensive hat that was up here was $15. Some were as high as $35. So you add 20, 23, and I probably have a few more in the van, 25 hats at just say 20 bucks a piece. That's $500 if I do my math correctly. So what's $69 if this hat holds up? And it meets my current needs. And really my current needs are, I like a hat when I play pickleball that has a bill, because I'm wearing the kind of the protective eyewear, so I like a little overhang to help further protect my forehead from sun exposure. So I like that. I like a little curve to my hats, and this for me is about the right amount of curve. Melin also has a trenches style hat that has a flatter bill. I may take a look at that hat as well. It sits kind of mid head. It doesn't come all the way down into my ear area there, so it's very comfortable. And you may have noticed if you follow the channel, I cut my hair, my long hair, for summertime and probably going forward. Now that I'm really ramping up playing pickleball, I like the shorter hair. It's easier to manage, quicker to, to wash when I have to wash my hair and all that. And I don't have to worry about some kind of, putting in a ponytail and all that. So, so this hat here, if I were to put it underwater right now, the water would beat up and roll off. So they use some type of fabric that's water, I don't want to say repellent, but it'll beat up and kind of fall off. And many of my hats that I wear for pickleball, they develop sweat stains, and I have a hard time getting them out. I've seen some videos of people that wear a Melin hat, and they very easily just run it under warm water with a little bit of dish soap and a soft bristle brush, and they just kind of scrub a little bit lightly and then rinse it off, put it outside to dry, and those sweat stains are gone. So again, I've only had this hat a few days. I've worn it, I went to 2 events that were outside over the weekend, so I had this hat. I wore it for an hour and a half playing pickleball on Friday morning. Stayed on my head, it was windy, didn't fly off, so good fit. It's kind of got a rubberized thing here in the back that you can adjust for the size of your head. I think their sizing instructions on their website is fairly accurate. Again, this is not a sponsored video, and they didn't send me this hat for free. I ordered it figuring, okay, I'll take a chance and we'll see if a $69 hat works. Now they have this little medallion in here, and that, as I understand it, is so you can take your thumb. So if you want to reposition your hat, you can just grab that, and since the underside is lighter in color, I guess there's less chance if you have grease or something on your thumb or something of dirtying up the underside here. And there is also a little pocket here that you can in the lining in the front, where you can stash a couple of some money. You could put a key in there, so you have your key on you when you play pickleball and everything. But yeah, this has solved my hat problem. I will probably put those hats in a cardboard box, put it up high in my closet, take it off the rack that I have on the inside of my closet door. That'll free me up to then, I was using it as a hat rack, and now I can put my shoes in that rack, which is what that rack was intended for. And then this will be my go-to hat, and we'll see how it holds up to its claims. And this mesh area in the back here is very nice, and we'll just see over the next 6 months or so, how does it do. I already have my eye on purchasing a second Melin hat. I might go for more of the trenches, flatter bill size. I don't know that yet. There's one store in Southern California for Melin, and I guess Melin is short for milliner. So I guess a milliner is a person that used to build custom hats or something in the old days, before my time. And M-E-L-I-N is Melin. And we'll see how this holds up. But it's a very sturdy bill, feels well made. All the seam and stitching look excellent, and it just fits my head really well, very comfortable, and we'll see how it goes over the next 6 months. So, all right, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Also check out the video description if you're looking for a new pickleball paddle. I have a link to Amazon for the AMA Sport Chronos raw carbon fiber 16 millimeter paddle. Lori and I, they sent it to Lori and I to test. Lori's been using it primarily, and then Friday morning she switched over to the Pro XR Connor Garnett paddle that I had been using, and so I got an opportunity to use the AMA Sport Chronos in a rec games for about an hour and a half, and I really like that paddle. So we're getting close to doing a final summary on that paddle, but if you're looking for a paddle under $100, a paddle that's got a good balance between control and power, and you want to check out this paddle, you can get an additional discount using our discount code that's in the video description. And you know, these days there's so many great paddles coming out for under $100, and I consider the AMA Sport Chronos raw carbon fiber 16 millimeter paddle to be one of those excellent paddles for under $100. So you might want to check it out and let us know what your thoughts are on it. All right, other than that, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. I will be doing a couple of reviews on clothing. I got my first pair of Lori shorts that I'm starting to wear for pickleball. Also a pair of Penguin pickleball style shorts, tennis pickleball. I've been wearing them the last few days. Also got my first Sunday Swagger shirt, and I ordered a second one based upon the quality of the product, and I wore it for 3 hours of pickleball. It's a polo style shirt, kept me very cool, looks good too. Got a lot of comments on appearance, and so I'll be doing from time to time, Lori and I will be doing a few reviews on clothing and those type of things as well. I got a great pair of arm sleeves to help keep the sun off your arms, and I think they were like $7.99, and they're just fantastic. And they've just been staying in place and everything. So we'll do more on that type of stuff in future videos. So thanks again for dropping into the channel. See you out on the courts.